My name is Alexis Bacon. I live in East Lansing, Michigan. I'm originally from Ohio, grew up in Cincinnati, have lived in many places, mostly in the Midwest. The piece that I wrote that won the call for scores is called Crossroads. It's a piece for a solo percussionist. The percussionist plays a Brazilian instrument called the pandeiro, which is a type of tambourine. It's a little bit bigger than the tambourine we're used to in the orchestra, and it's got a slightly deeper tone, and it's usually used for samba playing. But I took some of the hand patterns that are used for samba and thought, like, okay, well, as long as you're moving the hand in the same way, you can do lots of different rhythms with it. The piece itself is a tribute to an part of an Afro-Brazilian religion. It's a deity named Exu. Exu was always interesting to me. He kind of represents the joining between forces of light and darkness. So he's a little bit on either side, and his symbol is the crossroads. If you're going to leave an offering for him, you would leave it at the crossroads. When I learned about that, that reminded me a little bit of the legend of Robert Johnson and the blues musician that allegedly sold his soul to the devil at the crossroads. So I like finding these connections between different cultures and different folklores and traditions. So I just thought that was an interesting way in. The piece that the person that I wrote the piece for was a percussionist named Alex Smith, who had also studied in Brazil and spoke some Portuguese and also knew about candomblé and Afro-Brazilian traditions. So he was very interested in the idea also. In the piece, the performer is asked to sing a tribute to Exu, which is traditional words, but my own melody. And the words are, Exu of midnight, Exu of dawn, a group without Exu can't get anything done, can't do anything. And then without Exu, nothing gets done. And so I thought, like, musically, how do I represent the idea of crossroads? Well, in music, we have cross rhythms where you have 2 against 3 or 3 against 4, just multiple patterns happening at the same time. So that was my musical way in to sort of think about, like, okay, how can I have different rhythmic streams going on at the same time, and then adding the voice on top of that. So that's Crossroads. I'm really excited to hear it performed by somebody other than Alex. He's the only person that's played it so far, and I'm sure other percussionists will have other interpretations. So I can't wait to hear it at the festival.